the way it works. Isn't that right, Mark?
Yeah.
Well, Casey should.
Yeah. Casey, my brother, Excel Esports, Division B, Casey, Ace Casey. He could beat my ass probably, yeah.
No, I couldn't.
So let's just check in with these teams here and see if
Casey wears a hairnet when he swims. He ain't beating no ass. I'm just kidding. I love you, Casey. Casey can beat some ass.
He might be watching. I'd be careful. And then, yeah, we definitely got some D-Shield fans in here. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm excited. I don't have much, I didn't do too much like scouting prep on these teams. I will say that I'm an NGS player myself in the Nexus Cats Division D East. And we actually did a scrim. We did a scrim against Regen Retro last night. So...
you played these guys last night?
We played, no, we played D-Shield. We played D-Shield. And let me tell you, we got the D. It was served, yes.
Would you say you needed a shield from that D?
I would say I needed to not...
They didn't give you the shield, they just gave you the D.
They just gave us the D, no shield. Yes, it would have been nice. But yeah, either way, I think we learned quite a bit. Big fan of D-Shield, but I love the Regen guys. Ooh, Arthanaw, feeling conflicted.
That's you'll have that in these types of games. Community, you get to know everyone.
Yeah, yep. Definitely recognize a lot of faces. It's fun. It's fun now starting to cast and getting to watch more teams and teams that aren't in my division necessarily, because I see a lot of familiar names from the Discord or it's either other casters actually getting to play on their teams. So that's been pretty fun here. Let's see if there's any updates as we're just kind of stalling here, trying to buy some time. Oh, we do have Rexpa connecting.
Looks like it's full up. I'm pumped. I'm fucking pumped. I love watching me some HOTS.
Yeah, this is
competitive
exciting.
HOTS is like the best.
So we are in a full lobby here. We just had our final player connecting, so we'll be starting in just one moment.
What's the second map? Has it been picked?
Second map is not determined yet.
Oh, okay.
So the loser, and anyone in chat, correct me if I'm wrong. I play in NGS, but I don't necessarily know all the rules.
Loser picks next map.
Well, the loser decides if they want first pick or map pick.
Yeah, okay.
So if they take the map...
I should have known that. That's pretty standard.
Yeah.
I should have known that.
Alrighty, so we do have a full lobby here connected. We have one confirmation ready from D-Shields.
Does it auto join me? I've never observed before.
Yep, you'll be there. You'll be in.
Hands off. I'll be in.
You won't cry like him. You're not afraid of death. You're like me.
Whoa!
The hand.
Yes, we are in the same room here. 3, 2, 1, ready? All right, let's kick it into the draft overlay.
I'm casting with Mark from the other side of the world. I just can't wait to see him again. Man, I got a draft screen and everything.
You got a draft screen? Yeah, you're able to move around, look at talents freely.
I'm scared to click. I don't want it to go away.
All right, and let's get this underway. The first match of a best of 3, Regen Retro, and give him that D-Shield. And maybe some of you are wondering, hey Mark, no tie, no dress, no dressing up. You did the tie, you did the suit. What's up with it? And I will say, it's Casual Friday. So I'm just wearing a nice little sweater here, you know.
Abathur ban.
An Abathur taken out. I like that ban.
Juicy ban. Very juicy.
He can get a lot of value here, soaking for his team during those objectives.
They just swatted that bug out easily.
Yep.
I was talking about the soul lane. Split lane. That's another reason. You got to race those 10s for the second objective.
Yeah, and when you're fighting over those points,
another 2 ban. Those are like my 2 most played characters. Fucking Zeratul and Abathur. 2 most played right there.
Taking them out.
The cleave build is undeniable. It's that simple. The cleave build is so strong. The end game is insane with it.
Yeah, I was casting a game. Oh gosh, I think I did 3 this week, but there was one in particular where a Zeratul was absolutely devastating, cleaving down the back line. So yeah, I think he's a quite strong hero at this point.
The in and out. At 7, he gets his poke, and he just gets stronger and stronger and stronger. Diablo and Garrosh, again, just 2. These are all good bans, every single one. No,
Right.
no wasted bans for sure.
First pick is going that Orphea to Rexpa. I've felt his wrath. I've felt the Orphea from Rexpa in our scrims, and whew, seeing him lock in that hero that fast, kind of bringing back some little PTSD for me. But what will it be for Regen Retro? They got 2 picks here.
I was gonna say, someone's gonna go for a tank soon. You're abandoning 2 out.
Let's just momentarily boot that down. Just a pinch. So Anub, Arak, and Medivh, the Big Bird Medivh. This is exciting. I love that hero. I love seeing him played. And I wonder if the Garrosh ban was something that they expected to see with Medivh. I've seen Garrosh Medivh used to great effect, letting him close that distance, get those flips.
Orphea E-build has extremely good synergy with Malfurion.
Oh, okay.
Extremely good. Same with her ult.
Is it more damage when targets are, is it slowed, rooted, and stunned, or is it just...
Yeah, it's slowed, rooted, stunned. It's like those things.
Yeah, and so...
For her level 1. It's like 20% damage per.
Getting Dahaka out of there, okay.
Again, now they're respecting the off lane. I'm telling you. It's a freaking... The race to 10, man. This map is so important to get to 10 quick. It really is. The way the timing is. Because it's you can really push that second objective. If you hit 10 and you team wipe them on the bottom, you're getting the temple and you're pushing them bottom. You just
I would definitely
melt half
say
the map so quick.
Definitely say this. You can snowball with that boss. I've seen games end very early with like a double giants boss play, and then Uther getting banned out here.
That's the only surprising ban. I don't know. I mean, I guess
Uther's
maybe they
nice...
know that the other team is good with Uther or what, but...
Well, I will say that Uther typically needs kind of a double support composition, so possibly something they were looking to do with Medivh, and then maybe even a Divine Storm. Medivh throws a portal down, Uther goes through, Divine Storm on their team.
Uther is a really good counter to like Genji and Tracer, so that's like the only 2 things I can think of. Oh, yeah,
meanwhile,
they're going with the slow synergy. Raynor, same thing. Raynor's got
Ace in the Hole.
Ace in the Hole.
Ace in the Hole at level 1. It synergizes very well with Johanna's
You got Johanna
Q
slowing. You got Arthur slowing.
Yep.
So both their damages are proccing off slows.
And then from Regen Retro, they had Tyrande, Greymane, and Leoric to round it off. Interesting.
That's an old school. That's an older school draft with the new Leoric, Greymane, Tyrande. Like it's nice. They have to execute much better than...
Yeah, definitely has that higher burden of execution here. I do like Greymane as an option for an assassin. He provides really good clear on the camps. And boss race. Greymane is fantastic at racing down that boss, along with the Tyrande for her trait.
Alright, which team's the blue team? What's their name?
So the blue team, let's kick it into the official in-game overlay. Right. We got Regen Retro on blue. And...
So, Regen, depending how they play their comp, they're going to be looking for Cocoon on the front line, Jump to the back line, Leoric cages, Orphea, Raynor. Malfurion gets... Raynor would probably be the best target. Because the longer Raynor lives, the more effective he is. He doesn't have any front-loaded damage.
Yeah, I would say that Cocoon is a nice counter against Johanna compositions. A really easy way to deal with her is to
Cocoon,
not
Portal, Entomb, Tyrande locks down, Greymane goes in. That's definitely what they're looking for. Sorry to cut you off there, Scott.
No worries, no
I
worries.
remember the order correctly.
Getting into this first game, I know we got a lot of D-Shield fans in here, maybe some Regen Retro fans kind of lurking, but I'm excited for this one.
Now D Shield, they're going to be looking for those ganks.
I would prepare.
If they can rotate and catch people very easily, thanks to the Arthas.
Wish to live, that is.
Arthas lands one route, Malfurion follows it up, and the damage is already there from our
So on the blue side here, we have Ultanium playing on Uberrock, Aaron on Leoric, Deltron bringing the Tyrande, Big Bird on Medivh, and Masama on the Greymane.
10 seconds.
And over on the red side, we have Rexpa on Orphea, Nutster91 on Johanna, Pandemona playing Malfurion, Samwise on the Gimmie, and Bashing turning land Arthas with the Marco Bolo.
Marco Bolo.
That's what it's called, right? Marco it's something like that. Marco Bolo, I believe. So talent picks looking pretty standard so far. We do see Medivh taking the double portal talent, which is for sure the one to go.
We might see a speed build from Johanna. I don't know how popular that is, but you build up your D and you take damage, you run faster.
We've got the Regen Retro fans coming out of the dark. Welcome, welcome. And D-Shield going for a hard push on this middle tower.
Blue's missing soak. Regen's missing some soak bottom.
Yep, we do have Rexpa. They just missed it. Looks like one full wave of soak. But they're kind of moving. It looks like they're trying to go for a kind of rotation.
No,
Lane clear rotation.
They didn't even miss it. They didn't miss it.
Meanwhile, Gimmie and Malfurion up here trying to clear out the Bruiser early. Well, Masama solos these Siege. So right off the bat, we have a lot of macro play going on from both of these teams. Not much team fighting. Just safely soaking, doing the camps. Leoric is having a nice little lead against this top lane here.
Both teams have their lanes they want. Looks like D-Shield's prioritizing the top. We got Regen prioritizing the bottom. I like the bottom lane push. I've been saying it, I'll keep saying it. That bottom lane is so important here up until the mid game.
Yeah, meanwhile, 3 members of Gimmie the D-Shield escorting in these Bruiser camps. We do see the Broccoli talent coming online.
Oh yeah, we got Broccoli.
And they're doing an awful lot of siege damage down in one tower, almost getting the gate here. And Jayzon, thank you so much for the follow and welcome.
The light of the sun grows within the temple.
Greymane splitting off to clear out these bruisers with Deltron.
Bask in my glory.
So it's interesting that the red side has taken their bruisers a little bit early, and meanwhile the blue side taking the siege early, and now they're flipping. So I kind of like this play from Gimmie the D-Shield, considering the objectives are in the top portion of the map. Now they're going to have that siege pushing down bottom. Regen Retro controlling the middle tower, while Gimmie the D-Shield is actually going to opt to skip it and go straight for that top, which is, I like that plan, considering the Bruiser's pushing up there. Arthas falling a little bit low, excuse me, Leoric.
Greymane's breaking off to head to the bottom to clear out, which doesn't seem to be an issue yet.
Nope.
D-Shield isn't pressing the mid. So right now, a nice even trade.
Yeah, so far very even trades. Both of these teams here are managing to grab a tower for themselves, some even soak. And yeah. Meanwhile, this fort is getting awful low in the top lane. We could see some periodics. I think we're going to see some periodics coming out. Looks like that pushing the top that Gimmie the D-Shield did paid off.
My temple's power has been
So far, both teams pretty even on experience here. And any talents jumping out to you, Baba? There's one in mind that I have with that Arthas going for the Frostmourne Hungers. Definitely saw that talent being picked up in the scrims against the team. And Any thoughts on that, Bob, as an Arthas player?
Yeah. The mana you get back is really nice. You stack it off heroes. That does cap. The damage never caps. But the mana regen is really, really nice. And if you go your Frost Aura, you always want as much mana as you can get. If you have mana, you never have to leave as Arthas. You never have to leave a lane. You can. Its mana is incredibly important on him. So
and on a map like this, where you're more focused on those like kind of sustained fights or split across the map, I can see the strength of having that mana regen, as opposed to the typical W talent with the roots. It looks like Regen Retro is going to try to push in this bottom lane a little bit here with these giants. 4 members of the team down here. 4 versus 3. Oh, Rexpa getting stunned. It's not going to be enough. He's going to move away safely.
The noob's looking standard. Wizened Duelist from Greymane.
We got a nice big raid from the Nexus Gaming Series. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for that raid. We're looking at the first match here. It's Regen Retro up against Gimmie the D-Shield on Sky Temple. So far, it's been a pretty even game. We have a one fort advantage on the side of Gimmie the D-Shield.
Bottom's getting hot.
Bottom is going to be getting hot. Gimmie the D-Shield is awful close to their 10s here. And this
I said it. Race to the 10 for the second one. And then you snowball it in. I've been saying it for the past 10 minutes.
Ooh, an Umbarak making an engage on there, followed up by a Lunar Flare. Big Bird coming out of nowhere, looking for Rexpa. He's the target. Meanwhile,
Deltron going down. Gets caught. It's those snares. Arthas snares straight to the back line.
That was looking like a good engage. I think they tried to make a play before 10. Unfortunately,
D-Shield's got 10.
They couldn't quite get that. Couldn't quite pick up that kill. Meanwhile, Leoric is off soaking.
Now the regen's down 1. They're opting to back out. Soak a little. Greymane going top to clear. Trying to even out that XP.
And yeah, they're pretty much forced to kind of forfeit this bottom temple.
It's a race to 10. Every game. Sky Temple, race to 10.
And then we might see another... this fort is probably going to live here. But I don't know if Gimmie the D-Shield is going to hold off the pressure. We do see Leoric kind of on the move down. Thunder's off low. The ultimate comes out from Orphea. Oh, that protected shield, though.
Arthas pushing up, snaring them all, catching as many as he can. Both tanks spread in the back line.
We do see Nimtome come out. Unabrax off a low, but he burrows out, and Leoric is the first to fall.
Medivh with a solid save on a noob.
These Medivh shields are definitely on point.
D-Shield pushing in, pressing the advantage.
Nuts there and bashing here, soaking a lot of damage, but although... Oh my
great.
goodness.
Oh man, caught.
What a beautiful play. The Twilight Dream as soon as a nub, and Greymane burrowed in. Medivh falls as well. That is a 3-for-0 trade, and Gimmie the D-Shield is maybe looking at a boss here.
Twilight Dream brought it down, falling over the boss, try to get a bottom push. They're pretty safe to get the boss, even with Arthas going back.
They don't have the best race. Jimmy's okay. Johanna is awful low. Malfurion's awful low.
Leoric doesn't want it. He's stalling for the team. They'll stall. They have time.
And it looks like they're just going to back off and disengage that boss. I think that's the right call here.
Boss leash back.
Members of the blue team are coming down to this area. It's important to note, actually, that I didn't even notice this. The bottom temple is still available. No one ever finished that off, and it looks like it's going to be going in favor of Regen Retro.
Yeah, I got 5 or 6 shots shooting in. Yep.
My temple's magic subsides.
Man, D-Shield getting close to 13 already. 13 talents here, right there.
It's looking pretty good for the members of D-Shield right now, although it's definitely anyone's game here.
5 kills to 0 right now.
Arthas is moving in awful aggressively. He does miss that root, and he gets webbed.
Defensive web. Defensive web, unfortunately. I mean, it saved him from getting caught, but...
Rexpa ends up popping her ult as well, although nothing comes of it here. But D-Shield's not stopping. They're pushing in. Gonna clear out these giants and perhaps escort their own. Leoric's still off on the top lane, soaking for his team.
So they can see Leoric at this point. So they're going to keep trying to push because they know Leoric has no way to get down.
And they're just about to hit 13. They're trying to really pressure. Oh, Rufio's go out, but the protected shield is right on point. Rexpa's there to follow.
Arthas going in, blocking Tyrande. Tyrande down.
Oh my gosh.
Another Twilight Dream catches him.
They've got one kill. They're looking for another. Mimosa's almost gonna fall here, and he does go down. It's a 2-for-0 trade. D-Shield walking away with a 4 and 2 kills. And the 13s. It's looking pretty good. They might be going for this boss at this point.
Yeah, they've definitely been eyeing that boss.
Here it is. They're starting it.
It's already pushed in. They can get this boss. They know they can just poke at it. Poke at that bottom key. Maybe even get it.
Big Bird flying through the air, providing vision for his team.
Alright, so Leoric's coming down.
Leoric's coming down.
They're gonna try to hit 13. No, it's right there. They have to go in if they want.
Cocoon is hit. Aaron, don't do it. Not like this. Uh-oh.
They're YOLOing in.
Big portal plays going back and forth here. The boss is secured. Oh, meanwhile, Orpheus ult comes out. She picks up a kill.
This is definitely a keep, for sure. Keep, if not more. That 16's gonna come quick. That 16's gonna come real quick.
Already 10 minutes in and looking pretty good for D-Shield fans out there.
Yeah, D-Shield knows. They smell the blood. It's 9-0. 9-0 kills. They smell the blood. They really, honestly, they have no reason not to just dive into this. They have no reason right now.
It's interesting, I should point out, that this map was actually picked by Regen Retro.
Twilight Dream is back. 2 more down on Regen. It's rough.
Yeah, the Twilight Dreams by Pandemona have been so on point this game. That is seriously making me consider prioritizing Malfurion in the future for our team there. Medivh is going to fall. They're maybe looking in to end the game here.
They're definitely ending it.
Numbers are quite low. The bosses, it looks like actually they're backing out.
Playing it safe.
There are 2 temples available.
Playing it safe.
So that's kind of a call I think I would make as well.
Right now it's 12 kills to 0. I'm very shocked with their momentum. They didn't just push it. Because they have, oof. It's 12 to 0. It's that simple. That's pretty rough. I mean, they really want the 16s, which is understandable. It's smarter. Because if they did wipe 5-man there, they would get double temple in and push in. So I respect that. It's the right thing to do. But that momentum they had was just unbelievable.
Regen Retro, they're still in this game. One keep down, so it's not looking great, but they have a little bit of catching up to do in experience. A full 2 levels in a talent tier. They're going to pick up a Bruiser and the top temple, but we do see 4 members from D-Shield up in this top lane, and how are they going to handle this? Seems like they're going to give the temple and maybe go for an invasion on that siege camp.
D-Shield knows they're split right now, so all they have to do, hang around middle, and hopefully look for a pick, and they know that. Which looks like they might be doing with Leoric or pressing. Like in the camp. Anu's been spotted, for sure, yeah.
If he does have that burrow, he's going to be able to get out safely. Perhaps slowing the team down a little bit, but yeah, you are right, Bob. They do see them on the temple, they see Greymane in the lane. They're just really looking for that 16 talent tier before we can do another team fight.
The light fades from
But when I like this rotation by D-Shield. They're trying to cut off the players of Regen Retro. It's not going to be enough though. Medivh does have the vision. So we see both teams here moving back to clear out their camps. And Slexy, thank you so much for those biddies. I do appreciate that. Yeah, not much to do here on the map besides kind of hang around and wait for the objective here. Battle over this eye, perhaps die for vision.
It's nice when you get catapults because you're in favor of the stall. And I mean, D-Shield knows that. Just with nothing going on, they're naturally at an advantage because it's just naturally pushing, and they know that. The question is, do they want to attack before they hit 16?
Leoric might find himself in a little bit of trouble here. Rexpa's on the hunt, bashing in good positioning. Oh, the cocoon! It might save his life today.
They do. They want. They're trying to get him before 16.
Nutster's going out. He might throw it. He does have his ult available.
Bash and chasing. Pops the ghouls. Pops the ghouls for the tower shots and the healing.
Looks like they're trying to end before 16 or at least get a kill.
They don't want those 16.
Very aggressive play. Oh, meanwhile, a huge combo from Rexpa. Taking down two for 1 kill. The polybomb is super effective, though.
Rexpa ripping.
All of a sudden, they're on the retreat here. Leoric moving in, trying to slow these players down. Meanwhile, he does fall. Bashing is in a lot of trouble, and they do pick up their first kill of the game. Regen Retro is in this to win it.
Slugfest, they're going for it.
Temple is spawning in 10 seconds. I think they're just going to back out and go for that objective.
Yeah, 3 are down. They only have 1 down, so they know they can just regroup and grab the temple. There's pressure bottom lane. They're just sitting so pretty right now. 15 kills to 1 as D-Shield just totally dominates the map.
Yeah, and that's something you hate to see, especially on a map you picked. But it could just be that that Rexpa's Orphea not respecting that. We do see some Rexpa fans in the chat here, and gosh, that Malfurion is damn effective too.
Yeah, the poke and the lockdown just solid.
But these are 2 very capable teams. I would not count Regen out of this yet. I would love to see a game 3 here. Ooh, and they're going for a boss play. Rainer's got his little Banshee scouting that.
Yeah, Regen feels the pinch for sure. They got to make big plays, basically. When you're in their situation, I mean, what else? You don't have much to lose. You got to go for it.
You got to go for that desperate boss. Meanwhile, Nutster
Malfurion
coming down, anchoring. Malfurion is cocoons. And they're giving up. Oh, here comes the team fight. A big Entomb coming out. Oh, meanwhile, Deltron deleted.
Orphea finishes her quest.
A little bit of clumpage. Pandemona is running for her life. She does not get on the cocktail.
With a nice Malfurion finish.
It's a 1-for-3 trade at this point in favor of D-Shields. They had to try something. They did see the members up on that shrine, but it wasn't. They did not have quite enough boss rush to get that down. Now they're on the retreat, going to be trying to clear out these giants.
Winion's on the core mark. They were on the core, I swear. Core's flash.
Now this is surely going to end in a big boss play coming out from D-Shields.
Yeah, this is rough to see.
All 5 players will be up, but I don't know with the no structures. 16-minute boss. I don't know if it's in the level 20s coming online. I'm interested to see. So I'm a tank player myself, so I'm kind of taking some notes on this build. Oh, meanwhile, this is devastating. Regen Retro actually picks up the boss. It wasn't enough.
Oh my god, incredible.
Arthas is going to fall as well.
Regen seeing the slightest opportunity, taking full advantage of
Just what I was saying.
Oh
2 very capable teams in Division A here. This is such a pleasure to cast.
Samwise moving in.
Uh-oh. A little 1v1.
Moving in against the core.
1v1.
Great mate, Samwise going back and forth.
Holy
Raiders
shit.
come out, and
Oh
Samwise
my
takes
God.
the kill. Oh my gosh. Oh, whoa. The hair of his chinny chin chin.
And I don't know if that was a...
Medivh sneaking in.
Meanwhile, he's not going to live. Medivh is going to secure that kill. Boss is pushing down. Leoric is actually channeling this temple here.
Now, it may look crazy what Rainer did, but what you're trying to do is stall for your team. And it's dumb because it staggers your death. But at the same time, if you can get the whole enemy team to recall because they panic,
yeah,
then you save even much more.
Especially,
so it's a gamble.
yep,
it was actually calculated, even though it didn't look like it.
And meanwhile, Regen couldn't be pushing with that boss. They are going to secure this full top temple. And all of a sudden, we got a match again here. 20s are going to come online for Regen, and this is anyone's game.
It is. It is. This is straight end game now. We got 20s and 20s. One team fight can decide the game at this point. There's a win condition for both teams. In the right scenario, Regen can totally, plausibly, without a doubt, win now. Before, it was looking grim. Earlier, I'm telling you, they should have pushed that core with that momentum.
I don't know if they had it.
They did have it.
I don't know if they had that core. I don't know.
They should have pushed that core, man. I mean, it's not over at all. It's still 18 kills to 5. We are in the end game. But the stakes are high at this point.
Arthas looking a little bit deep here. He does get cocooned. Meanwhile, they're going in. Oh, Malfurion.
They're going to dive past. Oh, big catch. Devastating. Amazing Entomb. The following up.
Polybombers are going off left and right. Members of D-Shield can't get unpolymorphed here.
D-Shield is melting.
Oh, another portal, and here they're moving in.
Johanna's level 20 just popped. That'll go on cooldown. Bashing. Can he get away? Sneaking.
Nutster.
Creeping. The stun. The noob. The follow-up. Oh.
Oh my goodness, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen?
So, Regen knows they need catapults. Regen needs catapults no matter what, and
Absolutely.
they know that. And with the timers being so long right now,
oh,
Regen
Big Bird.
sees this
Meanwhile,
opportunity. Ooh.
Samwise getting a big headshot here.
Solid lockdown.
Oh,
That's
my
classic
goodness.
right there. The stun, the follow-up. That's just classic skill right there. That was beautiful.
I love to see
Great
that
job on
coordination.
Regen.
As soon as the Lunar Flare lands, Grayman was ready to dive in.
D-Shield is staggered.
Oh my goodness, I think we're going to see the end of the game.
This is it.
Regen Retro is going to
This is
take
it.
this
It's
one.
over, Mark. It's over, Mark.
They're showing that, yes, we picked this map. You thought you were in a good place, but no, we are going to take this first round going
Early
to the
game,
blue side.
mid game, D-Shield. Regen out. Dude, the boss steal. The boss steal was that turn.
Boss steal was huge.
The game was done. And he saw that split second opportunity. He took it. It paid off. And the entire game turned around. Like, isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
Like, that's like fucking awesome.
I
That's
want
like
to
the great
say,
thing.
I want to say with that boss steal, we saw, I think there were at least 2 members of Regen Retro dead, or at least there was at least one member.
There was only 2 near the boss.
Yeah.
And it was Leoric and Anu. And at the last second, they decided to jump in. But they just had a split-second opportunity. And the other team got caught out at the wrong time, lost a member or 2. And just that it entirely changed the pendulum of the game. Incredible.
Yeah, and just like that, just when you thought it was over, the first win of this series is going to be going to Regen Retro.
Incredible game. That was a really good game.
Yeah, that was a pleasure to watch, pleasure to cast. And I would love to see Gimmie the D Shield. What's going to happen here if they're going to take the map pick or the first pick? It looks like they first picked that Orphea for Rexpa, and was looking good for most of the game. But yeah,
I'd like to think maps. I feel like, I mean, it's a preference, but obviously the team. But I mean, the map is so important. The maps are so different. There's completely different games depending on the map.
Especially playing in this kind of competitive environment, you really need to have strategies prepared for each map.
I can't believe Regen. That was, dude, the 2 tanks in Regen just totally turned.
We'll have to get some of our stats of the Storm folk in here and see. I know there's a general statistic about first keep down usually wins like 90% of the time. So
is that in ranked or just
that? I believe
anything?
That is just for NGS.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if that number is exactly correct there, but it's something akin to that.
D-Shield's early lead was the early and the mid game, like the early mid game was just incredible. I couldn't believe it. It looked so snowballing. It was literally that one boss play turned everything around, and that Regen they just hung on. You know what I mean? Like they didn't panic, they didn't start feeding. They relaxed and they hung on. It was just incredible.
Winning at the last second feels Regen, man.
Yeah,
I do agree.
It was good. At one point, it was like 14-0 on the kills.
Or at least 12-0, yeah.
Something like that. It was in the teens. I lost count. It was in the teens and to 0. And then it just that boss play, man. That boss play. I still can't get over that. That's what it's all about. Just taking advantage of those small windows and just turning the game. That's what separates a Joe Schmo from like a dude on a team. You know what I mean? Like he sees what's going on and he sees that window. And to another guy, she's like, oh. But he sees it totally different.
Let's take a peek here again at the bans. We had Gimmie the D-Shield banning out Alteric Pass. Meanwhile, Regen Retro getting rid of that Dragonshire. Regen Retro did pick that first map. It was looking grim, but they ended up securing that last minute. So what is it going to be next? It looks like we're going to Towers of Doom here. Which as I reach over to my other computer to join for Bob. Towers of Doom here is actually this is my favorite map. It's my personal favorite map to watch. I think it's got it's a test design. It's not my favorite to play as it can be quite stressful, but I would say the design of it
describe in single words.
And the design of it and watching it is definitely my favorite. We're going to Towers of Doom here, Bob.
Towers of Doom. I love Towers of Doom.
Let me tell you about my mother.
And that is going to be picked by D-Shield.
Regen should consider banning like 3 mages, to be honest. Rex was really good on a mage. Like the damage was unbelievable last game.
we're just waiting for this lobby to get set up, and thank you everyone in chat for joining us. I'm a player in NGS myself. I stream a fair amount of heroes. I play in Division D East for the Nexus Cats. So trying to just kind of getting into dipping my toes into the casting scene, having a lot of fun. So if you guys
Flicking the water.
just flicking the water,
Big
if you
toe.
guys are enjoying it, don't mind dropping me a follow. Helps me out. If not, that's cool too. But yeah, I'm looking to do a couple games a week here.
That was a good game.
Yeah, holy
That was
cow.
a really good game.
Holy cow.
That was a really good game.
And we do have the final player connecting to the lobby here, so we should be starting up any moment now. Yeah, and I was just saying, I'm so excited to watch these two teams, two very, very highly skilled teams playing on Towers of Doom, my absolute favorite map. I have to feel it's going to be down to the wire after watching Sky Temple.
Towers of Doom is notorious for comebacks.
Yep.
It's just notorious. It's the way the design
That's
is.
one of the reasons I love it so much is you're always, as long as your head's in the game, as long as you're focused, you don't tilt if you're down. Like, losing the objective only damages the core. It doesn't damage your structures. There is opportunities to get stomped. Like, if teams, highly outskill each other, bring a lot of lane clear, and you're just going from top to bottom, turning those bell towers over. Might be an issue with the lobby here. It looks ready. Some players are leaving. Okay, we're coming back in. Where's the Gazlo plays? I would love to see some Gazlo earlier in the week. I got
Is that Bam?
That is Bam. It's best loser MVP.
Bam's the best Gazlo I know.
Best Gazlo NA confirmed.
Next to me. Best Gazlo I know.
All right, let's jump into the draft here.
No, Bam's really good on Gazlo. What's going to be interesting is, does Regen? Man, do they feel confident after that last game? Like, they won, but I mean, whew, you know what I mean?
They gotta
You know what I mean?
know. I mean, they
was
gotta
rough.
really deep down. They know that they can't.
That was no clean sweep. Like, that was rough. That was one opportunity exploited and just pushed, which is great. But I mean, that was a really rough start. Like, I'm honestly still a little worried for Regen. These Shield just looked so strong at the beginning. And
As greedy and selfish, I would love to see Gimmie the D Shield win this, so we can have a 3-game series.
Yeah, I want the 3 games.
But I know as a player, you really want that 2-0. And we do see a Zeratul ban coming out from Regen, and then followed by an Abathur ban from D Shield.
Comfort band still. Those are the same 2 as last game.
Still afraid, yep.
And then we had like a Garrosh and Diablo.
Diablo, okay.
Yeah.
I would say Diablo is definitely very effective on this. Lots of opportunities for those wall bangers. Li Ming. Interesting.
It's the poke. You can
I'd
poke over the
say-
walls. You can
yep.
orb over the walls.
Or over the wall.
Yeah.
She has really good interrupt for those bell towers.
Great opportunities for resets. This is where I got my pentakill. This map. One of my many pentakills on Li Ming.
We do have Amanda, official girlfriend of Bobzombie, dropping by. Hello, Amanda.
Garrosh pick. They saw it.
It didn't get banned out, and here it comes Garrosh. I would say they
Armor. Armor's never a bad idea. Having a tank with tons of armor is never a bad thing.
And I would love to see them pick up the Medivh again here, because I know that combo can be so devastating, sending Garrosh in through the portal. But we're gonna see Rexpa's Orphea yet again,
Yep.
and the Lucio here.
Lucio zips around the map nice. He's got the push for the interrupt.
Yeah, lots
The
of
channel.
walls lots of walls for wall riding. And I know you're a little out of date here, Bob, but there's a massive Lucio rework that's currently on the PTR.
It's not live yet, right?
It's not live at the moment, but it is currently. It is probably going to be live next week.
Let's break it down.
There it is. We're gonna see Big Bird Medivh, the combo.
Sticking with that bread and butter. The Medivh saved a lot of people last game.
Yes, his
Big Bird did
shields,
real good.
They were
real
so
good.
on point.
Tyrande respecting it. The Tyrande locked down kills last game for sure.
She's definitely one of the stronger
and
healers right now.
They know that. It's gonna be interesting to see Regen's support.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see Ana coming out here. We did last match we did see D Shield banning out Uther, so that's also another option.
Malfurion is nice with Garrosh. Just the way the armor and the hot heels interact with each other.
And on that point, with those Medivh portals, you send Malfurion in with Twilight Dream, all of a sudden your team's deleted.
Yeah. Yeah. Portal Dream, tossing the roots.
So picks left for Samwise, Nutster, and Bashing. We're gonna see Murden coming out.
Hell yeah, dude. Murden, Garrosh, those are like my two tanks, like straight up. That's awesome. Junkrat, dude, poke, interrupting, just interrupting those points.
I love that Junkrat pickup.
You send 4 to the top, battling. Junkrat can poke 1, 2, 3 people. Like you can just give so much range to poke. A skilled Junkrat can just deny nonstop. I mean, Orpheus got the poke too, but Junkrat's is just nonstop.
And also another thing to point out here with Junkrat, a hero that I personally play a lot is his ability to shut down the Medivh portals. With those concussive
launching
bombs.
them,
Yeah. So all of a sudden a Medivh portal goes down. It's you throw a concussive mine on that, you know that's where they're coming through. So that's something I think maybe was running through their heads, maybe not.
Yrel, Soul Lane?
Yep. Meanwhile, Yrel Malfurion getting picked up for Regen Retro. So Bob, you're right. They're taking the Malfurion away. Ooh, an Imperious coming out for the final pick for Bashing. Hey Joe, welcome to the second game here. We just watched an incredible first matchup. These two Div 8 teams duking it out in Sky Temple. It was insanely close. Looked a little one-sided for most of the game, and then swung hard and fast. And Regen Retro did pick up that first match, but D-Shield was looking very strong. So let's get into this second game here.
I like how Regen plays these technically skilled comps. It's going to be awesome if we can see a Garrosh throw into a root or a portal into a Twilight Dream. They definitely have the skill to pull it off, without a doubt. We saw that last game. Tyrande's stuns, their support stuns were just so on point. It was incredible. All right. On the red side. Give me the shield. We got Bashing.
We got Bashing on Imperius. We got Samwise playing the Junkrat. We got Nutster on Muradin. Zatcho on Lucio. And Rexpa on the Orphea. Meanwhile, on the left-hand side for Regen Retro, we got Aaron.
Aaron on Ural. We got Mazama on Greymane. We got Deltron on Malfurion. We got Ultanen on Garrosh. And on Medivh, we have
Big Bird.
Big Bird.
We're going to be seeing Perfect Storm coming out from Muradin. Level 1 pickup for that quest, looking to stack up some damage.
No surprises so far. Garrosh going with the stacking Q, which has been pretty standard.
Looks like Regen Retro just moving together here, going for a double soak.
Lucio with the giant balls. I don't even know how he skates around with those things. Just right up in there.
Away, but
just right up in there. totally has inner knee problems, without a doubt. Both teams just feeling each other out. They both know what each other's capable of. They're both threatening teams, and they know that from last game. That's what's crazy right now. That last game really set the mood for what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I don't have too much background in these teams. I'm not sure how long they've been playing in NGS, but either way, at Division A, we're definitely watching some highly skilled players here. Thank you once again, everyone in chat, for joining us here. Me and Bobzombie. It's an honor to cast with my childhood best friend.
Same with me.
Hell yeah. We do see a camp getting picked up from Gimmie the D Shields. Nice early sapper camp. Some sprays coming out.
Sprays? Where are those sprays at?
Regen splitting off to do a little camp clearing of his own.
Dude, these Lucio
Meanwhile,
balls.
Lucio getting flipped.
Giant fucking balls on Lucio, man. Jeez, just up in it. No respect. Not scared of the entangle, not scared of the throw, not scared of the portal. Just up in it. Zacha, just not caring. Incredible.
Yeah, I know Lucio is definitely... Remember when he came out as mostly a support player myself at the time. I had a ton of fun.
He's got to be careful,
his
man.
mobility, yeah. He
One toss,
his
man.
health bar is pretty low here.
One root, and they're going to melt him. The Grey Main's right there. The Grey Main.
So we do have the first altar phase coming up. All three altars, and it looks like... Meanwhile...
Rexpa caught, top rooted, and killed. So fast. Dude,
yeah.
the technical skill of Regen and their synergy together. I love how they play these technical characters.
Yeah, Garrosh.
Like, just no point and clicks. Like, just straight up landing skill shots on each other. Just so fluently. Like, just make it look so good. I love that stuff.
Looks like we do have two towers going over in favor of Regen Retro. But yeah, definitely the icing on the cake, or what secured that bottom temple was Rexpa getting thrown, and the root follow-up from Deltron.
Respect, dude. Oh, there he is again. Lucio. Just... Ultron. You saw him Q. That means he meant to throw him into the Q, but he was still thrown.
He does have quite a bit of defensive tools against the Garrosh, with the additional movement speed and then the boop. But
the root's what I'm worried about.
Meanwhile, Rexpa's in quite an awful position here. He's gonna get away safe. Urella coming down to mid lane.
Both teams even on experience. Regen up a kill, 1-0, but it's evening out. If anything, it looks like D Shield slight ahead on the soak.
Just a pinch here.
Just a toots.
Little tooty.
Just a smuts, really. Poking each other at the mid. They both know their soul lane's top. They both know 4's there. There's nothing else on the map to do, so both teams know where each other's at.
Meanwhile, a portal goes through. There's the Garrosh flip. Root comes out a little bit late.
Samwise blasts himself off.
Blasting off to safety. Now it's Big Bird on the retreat here. This Junkrat's looking to stack up his quest. Sitting at 15 right now. Medivh holding on to this talent pick here. Quite interesting. I mean, we now see both teams moving up to these top two altars.
The time is now, heroes.
Bashing in good positioning, securing the altar for his team. It looks like it's just going to be a trade. Just a 1-for-1 here.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Big Bird's holding out on the talent pick.
It's still, I'm trying to think about what's available at that tier for Medivh. I'm blanking right now.
Garrosh gets the throw and the slow on Zacha. Zacha takes off just a hair.
I do see a thumbs up spray coming out as well. Maybe from the Lucio. Hard to say.
With the 4-on-4 right now, Regen definitely has the more threatening, I say.
Oh, here's a portal. Garrosh is going through. He's looking for a flip on Junkrat. He does get it. The roots are not there to follow up. Greymane goes in, but he's just going to back up here. Meanwhile, Rexpa's pressuring that Big Bird.
Big Bird low. Woo. There of his chinny chin. Murden pushing the bottom, looking for that stun on Deltron. And by a hair. He is out. Junkrat throwing the nades, looking for something. Reba's lower self has to back out. Garrosh going in, gets a 3-man stun. Boot back. Space is provided again. And both teams head to the outside.
Yeah, so far, pretty low kill game here. 1-0 in favor of Regen Retro. And just a slight advantage on the towers, but experience is near dead even.
Both teams flirting with death.
Another portal coming out. Garrosh going through.
Junkrat. Stop him. Traps him. Stops at advance. Zachia still giant steel balls.
I do like that Junkrat. Junkrat is a way to deal with the Garrosh.
Both teams are 10.
Here we go. All the 10s coming online. We do have the Warlord's Challenge as expected from Garrosh. Polybomb coming out.
Portal
Big
throw,
bird.
Twilight Dream.
Twilight Dream. There it is. I know we're going to see it. It's
Portal
gonna be
throw,
devastating.
Twilight Dream. You can just smell it.
Argent Defender, and then Greymane holding onto his pick. It is Cursed Bullet.
Everyone going bottom. Here it goes.
Portal is out. Garrosh is going through. He gets booped back, and then there it is. There's the Junkrat Mamba.
Garrosh gets the throw.
The Rue comes out. It's huge.
Oh, they just go all in and take down the Lucio.
Twilight Dream comes out. It's not in time to get that Murden. Nutster jumping his nuts away. And just a one for nothing trade in favor of Regen. They pick up that next altar.
How you feeling, Mark? You worried about D-Shield right now?
I gotta say, I'm a little bit worried about D-Shield.
I am too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little worried about D-Shield
They
right
do
now.
have the tools to deal with Garrosh, but I don't know if it's fast enough. Garrosh moving through that portal, Malfurion with the Twilight Dream, and then the burst damage from Greymane. It's gonna be hard to deal with.
The space and pressure of the portal Garrosh is just incredible, and it's
like-
really messing with D-Shield right now. D-Shield doesn't have burst. They really don't.
No, they just have a lot of poke. Orphe has a decent amount of burst. Zyacha getting flipped, and he's taunted, and the Rue
Rooted.
comes out.
Taunted.
Uh-oh. Defensive ult from Orphe does miss. There's
Greymane
the
wants
polybomb.
it. Greymane wants it. Oh, the shield at the last second. And at the top, Reba poking in. That was... That's what that was. That was...
Another team fight coming out. Here's the Riptire. Oh. Not quite enough, but Murden's jumping in. He's looking for a kill. Oh, and D-Shield does pick up a kill here. 1, 2 fall. Voltanian, he's going to go down as well. He's not going to be getting out of this. That is exactly what D-Shield needed to stay in this game here. As the altars are spawning, they should be able to secure 2 here.
That was big. That was real big.
Going for some nice siege, pressing every last second of their advantage, getting those 2 towers down as they now fall back to secure these 2 points.
Regen playing it smart, splitting up, soaking. They know they lost it.
Let the Gravekeeper's cronies reach the altars.
I was gonna say I would like to see Imperius get into more of the action. He's been primarily top lane the whole game, soaking, which is not bad, but somehow Regen is staying in the tie for experience, keeping your L moving back and forth.
Imperius brings that shield, and that's really what D-Shield needs against the counter burst. Because I mean, once Regen goes in, they're blow uppy. So to get that shield there is really nice for D-Shield. And you're gonna be able to feel it. 13s for both teams.
The 13s are coming online.
Very even game. 24-24. 3-2 kills with D-Shield leading by 1 kill.
Yeah, this is a neck and neck, ladies and gentlemen. Review portal coming out here. Urel's in position to flank. We know Lucio's soaking a lane. Imperius moving up to take this top Sapper camp.
D-Shield getting major soak.
You're picking up a nice little advantage here with the experience. It's a good point there, Bob. And they're going to be securing this top Sapper camp. What is Gimmie Regen is going to need to do something to press this press against this.
So at this point, both teams know what each other's capable of. So both teams are a little hesitant. They don't want to. They know one mistake.
Oh,
is
meanwhile,
so
portal coming out. There's the Garrosh flip. Oh, and the polybomb, and the Naggling Roots didn't even have time. Rexpa falling again, and that is an amazing pickup here for Regen right before this triple altar phase.
bad. Regen's technical skill is just so on point.
Oh gosh, here it is again. The Garrosh, the roots, the portal. Oh no, bashing is gonna fall as well. Lucio with trying to come in to save him. He pops the sound barrier and he does skate out of there with his huge nuts. Meanwhile though, Junkrat, cheeky play, going to channel this to the bottom. Nutster almost secures that. Can he buy enough time here for his team? No, he's just gonna jump out. I would like to see Junkrat in a position to poke. Ooh, and it's not quite enough.
Regen Retro up 1. Alright, they secure the point.
But we know on Towers of Doom it can be anyone's game here. Just a slight lead, but teams are dead even in experience. It's gonna the best team will win here with the as long as you can keep a level head. Play from behind. Uh-oh, Rexpa caught out yet again, and there's the combo. Lucio's gonna fall as well. Ooh.
Booping away.
Booping away and skating to safety. Jet Grind Radio style.
He must have giant horseshoes and those giant balls. Because he is looking out. I mean, the one was skill. It was a shield, but I mean, that was, whew. That was care of his chinny chin chin.
And we're gonna see... we're gonna see Regen moving in with an invade, securing this sapper camp. And possibly going for...
Ooh, big XP at the bottom of those minions. Closer to 16.
Game. They're going to be getting 16.
What's going to be interesting to see if they press this 16.
Uh-oh. There it is again. Garrosh going through the portal. The polybomb comes out. The root does not connect, and Lucio skates away to safety.
Clink, clink, clink. Those are the horseshoes.
The altars rise.
Bottom altar spawning in 20 seconds mark.
Bottom altar spawning. This is going to be the fight of the century here. 16s are online. Both teams on even talent tiers. Regen Retro, they're going to have ults. All the ults are going to be online except for Muradin's avatar. Uh-oh. Meanwhile, Nutster's in trouble here. Big Curse Bullet comes out. Does not quite secure a kill. I don't even think that was Curse Bullet, actually. Uh-oh. All the ults are coming out. And there it is. Junkrat does pick up a kill with his Riptire. That is huge for Gimme the D Shield. Altanium is looking to be the next target. Lucio skating in front. Clink, clink, clink with the horseshoes. Big Bird falls as well, and there's the Medivh quest shut down.
That's rough.
That's quite rough. That is a huge setback for the team, seeing Medivh die without his quest here.
Channel middle, soak middle. Yeah, it's a rough one.
Looks like they're actually going to be delaying this altar point, perhaps trying to knock down the bottom fort before capturing to get that extra damage in.
That's what they're going for.
Here it is. We do see the players. Uh-oh. Imperius gets flipped, but I think that's a bad flip.
Urim getting caught, getting low, trying to run away, gets stopped, and he is melted down.
Impaled. Look at those Junkrat spread shot come out, and yes, here it is. Delaying the cap. This is what Division A teams look like, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies first, as always. And yeah, there it is. Gonna be altars going in favor of Gimme the D Shield. Any D Shield fans in chat have leaned in and are now excited, perked up, and looks like they're posturing towards a boss play, or maybe just going for a gank on Yrel. Aaron is suddenly out of place.
Yrel is over. Aaron is over.
Chompy chomp. Ooh, amazing.
Great shield.
There isn't going to be enough. Aaron.
Aaron's dead. Oh, and he jumps out.
And the portal, goodbye.
The portal plays, confusing the tire. Doesn't know up from down. That was incredible. Great escape. That was a great escape.
Just like that. Gimme the D Shield is in control of this match. They do have that altar down.
Regen's scary because no matter what, they always have that. Their technical skill is so on point.
We did see them play an awful close to losing last match, Regen Retro, but we know they can play from behind. Let's see what D Shield will do with this little advantage they have, little momentum.
Blue team has destroyed.
D Shield's ambush spotted. They're feeling out that camp. Wait,
it's gonna be really hard to get any surprises on Medivh comp here.
The altars are rising.
Nice boombox placement. Uh-oh, meanwhile, Portal shows up. Garrosh is going through. Unstoppable. Here's the throw on Lucio.
Oh, Lucio's stuck. He's taunted. He's rooted. He's polymorphed, and he is gone. Man, that was big. Fight's still going on. Eternium getting cornered in the second.
He's not
Pulled
gonna be
in.
able to get out of it. Oh, the portal's coming out. Isn't gonna be enough. He does go through it. Bashing falling off alone. Nutsters jumping out.
Slugging back and forth. Both teams limping away. With D-Shield down 1.
It's a 1-for-0 trade for D-Shield, though they do have a little bit of advantage positioning. Can Nutster delay long enough? He's trying. Rex was channeling. There's the portal. Oh.
Ooh, I was going to say great interrupt by Murden, but it didn't happen. Now they're going in. Altorian with the toss back, stun. They're going after Bashing, and he is melted.
Nutsters might be the next to fall here. A portal coming out. There's 2 players going through.
Big portal. Reba. Reba out of... Whew, that was close.
You have done
This is a spicy match. This is one cheeky play that Regen Retro just pulled to show that they're still in this.
Anyone's game. 7 to 6 kills right now.
We do want a 3rd game. I agree. We got to root for D-Shield.
We can't deny Regen's level. All that little soaking they're doing, they're almost level 20.
They're almost level 20 indeed, Bob. That's going to be put D-Shield in a really rough spot. Meanwhile, portal comes out. There's the Junkrat flip. Uh-oh, Sam Wise, though. He doesn't have his own bomb to secure his safety.
The taunt. Gray Mane.
Polymorph, but the Junkrat passive, it's
great Medivh shield.
Protected. Yet again.
Big Bird, man. You gotta call it Big Bird. Just incredible shield.
They banned the Garrosh in game 1. And opted not to ban that or Medivh in game 2, and I think that may have been a mistake here.
The toss and taunt is really just the portal. Portal Garrosh, just scary.
Yeah, portal Garrosh going through, Twilight Drain.
You're always in range. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You're never safe. You're not safe to poke. They got a poke comp, and they can't poke. As soon as they try poking, they're in. Regen's in.
Medivh looking to set up a portal for his team, but
prepare yourselves, heroes.
gonna back out instead.
Both teams are still in this easily. This is anyone's game still. D-Shield creeping up on 20s. They got some strong level 20s too, so it's anyone's. Regen a little overextended? No, they're good. They have the tower shots.
Oh, Muradin's gonna be flipped. Twilight Dream's coming out. He's taunted. He's gonna get
Taunt, silence,
but it's
pulled
a
at 1 for 1. Woo!
Rexpa securing his team a kill here, keeping them in it. Level 20s are on mine. Uh-oh, Aaron. Lucio looking to interrupt. Uh-oh, Rexpa, all of a sudden, he's flipped. He's popped. Medivh looking really low. The Junkrat Riptire, it gets him! Wait, another Riptire? Excuse me, how?
Reset.
Is that... Okay, I didn't know about that. Holy shit.
Yeah, level 20.
I guess
you get
I always
damage reduced for time.
blindly pick Cannonball. Meanwhile, Altinium getting sniped! And holy shit, all of a sudden it's a 2 for 4 in favor of D-Shield.
Incredible.
And they're going to look to take down this altar and channel that.
The 20 snuck up. They took advantage of it.
Here we go, D-Shield moving in, definitely securing an altar, and they're going for an invade as well. They've got plenty of time here.
Ural just doesn't have the damage to do anything, and they know that, so.
Let the assault begin.
She's more of a sponge than a hammer.
She does have one large hammer, but it is made of sponge material. And here we go. D-Shield picking up 2 camps, looking to position aggressively here and perhaps push in these sappers.
Escorting the sappers. Trying to walk these sappers in for 3 points. Aaron has to engage, forced to engage.
Bastion is in a kind of a pretty aggressive position, though. He is getting healed up by Lucio. Here comes the rest of the team from D-Shield. Looks like they're maybe going to be moving around, perhaps posturing for a boss play. I don't think it's going to be enough time. Here they're going for it. Let's see.
They
what
can see
happen.
Regen on the bottom, and they know that.
But here comes Medivh. He's going to be scouting out. All of a sudden, they know. Here comes Garrosh. Malfurion's coming in. There's
Medivh peeking. He's peeking.
Portal is going to be coming out soon here.
Altrian taking some heavy damage. Bashing drops the shield.
Altrian
in too deep, but he wants that point.
The Junkrat concussive bomb threw him off, and D-Shield secures the boss. Massive polybomb coming out, but it's not enough. Big Bird all of a sudden
Big Bird
away.
booped off, and the stun. Beautiful combination. Man, solid coordination. Murden finishing up his quest. He'll have that cooldown reduction for his
Might get
Q.
to see a game 3. I'm sorry, Regen fans. I'm sure you were looking for that nice 2-0.
I don't want to say it's game, but
it's definitely not game. But this is looking like it's game.
it is grim.
This is
This is a game 3 to me.
Regen Retro absolutely needs to do something. I don't know what though. There's not many good options. These 2 altars are being channeled. If they get them both, it's gonna be.
They're going in.
Deltron with a Moonfire. It's not enough. He falls.
Aaron caught in the middle, pops his ultimate to absorb some damage.
From downtown, here comes a Junkrat Riptire and it blows up Greymane Ragdoll Physics. His body is going back to the Altar of Storms here, and we're gonna see a game 3. Woo!
Good game.
This is
that was a good one.
This is the first. I believe this is the first. What happened here?
Uh-oh.
Do I just leave? Okay. Woo! This will be the first actual game 3 I've gotten to cast. All my previous matches have been 2-0s.
Not tonight.
Not tonight, indeed.
Not tonight. These teams are very evenly matched. It's very impressive to watch.
Yeah.
Both are so skilled. They both keep their cool. That's what happens. One team gets back, one team gets forward. They don't panic. There's teams. It's so natural to panic or discourage. You start fighting on your comms.
Yep.
Next thing you know, it's just all downhill. Regen showed they could do it without a doubt. That incredible first game. This last game, D-Shield kept it together. It was looking grim for a while. They just couldn't catch a break, and then it just started turning around. Incredible. Both teams, just their.
Map 2 was Towers of Doom, and that was actually picked up by D-Shield. So we can
their ability to keep it cool is just impressive.
Pop on over to the little map pick ban here, and we did see Gimmie the D-Shield banning out Altort Pass in round 1, and with Regen Retro banning out Dragonshire, and leaving Regen to pick Sky Temple, which they ended up securing that victory, and D-Shield picking up Towers of Doom, and they've secured that victory. So
what map are you looking forward to? If you had a dream pick right now.
If I had a dream pick map,
obviously Tomb of the Spider Queen being the best map in the entire game. But besides that, what would be your dream pick? Right
see, I'm a bit partial. I would like. I mean, Infernal Shrines is a pretty standard pick.
Standard pick.
Might be kind of. I don't know. I kind of would like to see Infernal Shrines or Volskaya. Coming out here.
Nice. Get some nice long games. I like Volskaya.
Volskaya and Infernal Shrines are my personal favorite, and we are going to be going to Infernal Shrines here.
Infernal Shrines. That's good. I like Infernal Shrines.
So hopping into the lobby. Matt Altanian at BlizzCon, he is a good boy. Man, on my bucket list for sure is BlizzCon. See, I'm all the way on the East Coast in upstate New York, awful close to Canada here. So the BlizzCon trip is it's a little bit of a trek, but I think someday, Bob, hopefully we can go.
It'd be nice, but right now I got a wife, kids, and a full-time job, so probably not. But it'd be cool.
Well, yeah, maybe the kids. Maybe we'll cosplay. Maybe Lost Vikings. You could be Olaf, and then they could be Eric and Balog. Be a cute family cosplay there.
We can go green as orcs. Yeah. That's Garrosh.
That's a good Garrosh.
You like that?
I do have to say one special shout out, one special hello to a longtime old buddy, Chloric. So good to see you. Hopefully everything's well. Hope you're having a good time here.
Joe likes tombs. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no. Don't interrupt my very sentimental.
While you get deep, I'm looking at that tombs.
And we do have almost all the players connected into this lobby. 1-to-1 best of 3 Div A, Regen Retro and D-Shield. And Bob, who would you anything you're partial to? Any team you want to see win this series? Any dedication you've developed over these 2 matches? You've been hyping.
I know there's fans of both, but I mean, if I really had to pick one, I guess it would be Regen.
Whoa!
It'd be Regen.
Oh shit!
It'd be Regen.
We got one of our casters here on the caster bench going to Regen Retro. And boy, oh boy. I got spanked by D-Shield last night in a scrim. So I'm a little, just to keep it interesting here, I'll root for D Shield. As Bob entertains us with these camera tricks, we're gonna be moving into the third match.
Mark's in LA. I'm in New York.
How about that? Yes. One sec, Bob. You gotta join my lobby.
Oh shit! How do I do that?
I'll invite you right now.
Sorry,
Almost
we're just
forgot.
waiting on the last player.
Last player, the last observer,
Which
Bob.
is me.
Here we are. We're ready.
I'm pumped. This is good. I'm gonna go take a dump.
All right, Bob's gonna go take a dump, and I'll buy some time, maybe about 20 minutes, try to do my taxes, skim the pool. Maybe he'll be done. I don't know. Hey, Alice, thank you so much for that gift sub, and welcome back, Clark. You are now the proud owner of the Brenda emote. We've got a third tier 1 emote coming in. It's the first to feature my own face. Just waiting on approval there. Thank you once again, anyone that's joining us. This is, I want to say, probably the most exciting series I've cast.
I'm just kidding. Said he's the bathroom. Mark had nothing to dry my hands with, but Brenda was in there, so.
A very funny joke. Bob is known for his humor. Hey, Atlas, you're a madman. Another gift sub to my girlfriend, my longtime girlfriend of 8 years.
Oh, shit, Amanda just walked in. Just unplug, dude. Just unplug.
Oh shit, Amanda's here. Just unplug. Just unplug. We're just waiting for confirmation from one team captain.
This is great, man.
Yeah, Bob.
We're cast
so
together.
far,
We got a game 3. Like, that's incredible.
how's your first cast so far, Bob? I'm myself, but a lonely amateur here.
Honestly, the hardest part is just not stepping on your toes. That's the hardest part. Casey.
This is not really allowed.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yo.
Get the fuck out. I mean, oops, I'm not supposed to swear.
Go on the Twitch, Casey. Yo.
Here we are. We're just waiting for one confirmation until we start this game up. Want me to cast with y'all?
Have fun at work, Amanda.
Yeah, take care, Amanda, so much. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully we provide a little bit of entertainment, a little distraction from the work day. And here we go, kicking into the caster overlay. Game 3, Division A, Regen Retro and D Shield.
Abathur ban again. That they know what they
Not
want. D
wasting
Shield knows
any
what
time.
they. Yeah, D Shield ain't messing with that.
The question
Third in a
is-
row. Zeratul maybe. We getting the Zeratul? Zeratul's really good on this map. This is probably. I mean, this is like my personal favorite map for Zeratul because you get the minions and the poke every time you go in.
Yep, the Cleave does a nice job at clearing down those skulls. He's a good soak hero, great at the camps, and also just devastating. There it is, Zeratul banned out again.
Garrosh? Maybe?
I
Medivh?
don't know. I would say Garrosh or Medivh. It's
Oh!
gotta be. There it is.
Man! I believe I can see the future.
Garrosh getting banned out. They do not want to deal with that. I feel they feel they can handle the Medivh.
Orphea? No, they haven't done it yet. They haven't done it
It
yet.
might be Diablo, and it is going to be Diablo yet
Diablo,
again.
solid.
Pretty much same bans here.
You can't put him on his home court. You know what I'm saying? You don't give him Kobe in LA. It doesn't make sense.
The Crusade.
Johanna, solid base. Decent camps, decent. I mean, good minion clear. Like, it's just.
We got a little bit
It's a
of little bit of copy pasta going on in the chat. One of Bob's favorites.
I gotta get the emote of myself. I don't even have the emote of myself. I'm in an emote. And I don't have it.
It's not available yet. It's not quite available yet. But here we do see Johanna getting picked up by Nutster. I like that. I like them taking away this hero on this map. Meanwhile, Jaina coming out. We're going to be
Interesting.
getting to see some Jaina this round here.
Interesting.
And again, the Anubba Rock. Something Regen Retro brought in Game 1, and they were able to see some success, although it looked a little bit rocky, so I do like them seeing going back to that Anub.
I don't know about the Water Elemental versus Ring right now, but Ring is just so devastating.
For the next
Ruxpa, third game, third Orphea, and then meanwhile, Malfurion going back and forth. First on the red team, then the blue team, then the red team yet again. The Twilight Dream is proving to be quite devastating.
He's strong. He's easily top support, without a doubt. He's like no matter what scenario, he's a top 2 or 3 all the time. It's never a bad time to pick him up. It's that simple.
Yeah, I mean, giant AoE silence the full enemy team, and a fair amount of damage is something definitely to consider in this.
Dude, Tyrande, they're still from that first game. Tyrande had so much lockdown. D-Shield is really respecting that.
And that's
Regens
that's Malfurion banning out his own waifu Tyrande. Maybe he's hoping to see Illidan spice things up.
I'm not checking
You
in.
think Illidonger? No Illidonger.
No,
That'd be
Illidan,
crazy.
No Illidan,
The stakes are too high for an Illidonger.
I do like seeing Ana picked up here. I think she can be a very, very, very strong healer.
Now, this is a crazy thing, but I've seen it. Ring of Frost and Dragon's Arrow. Not the stun, but the melt arrow. I've seen it.
Okay.
Doesn't mean it's happening, but it's a thing for sure. Lockdown, followed by the AoE. And the way this map channels with like where you fall back, one good Dragon's Arrow can just completely
Victory for
hurt
the
like real bad.
Forsaken.
Sylvanas Stitches, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, we're mixing things up. Samwise going on Sylvanas here. I'm really excited to see this hero. I haven't seen her used too much since her rework. I know she's strong.
She's really strong.
Every
She's
once
really
in a
good.
while.
She basically is way less of a lane pusher, and she has big dick damage. Like she can do some serious damage. Like,
I'd say she's a little bit vulnerable. She does have that Banshee arrow to get her away, but it's kind of a delay, a slow cast. And then we're gonna see Eren with the Leoric, which I believe that's the tank pairing we saw from Game 1.
This is Game 1, and this is what turned it around. Anub and Leoric came in at the right time and just completely turned it around.
Alrighty, we're gonna hop into the in-game overlay for Game 3 of this exciting series. Division A, Regen Retro on the blue team, and give him the D-Shield with red.
Here we are. Game 3. It's down to this. One map win for each team. All coming down to Infernal Shrines. Both teams skilled. Both teams deadly.
Prepare yourselves for battle.
And the one big shout out here to my co-caster Bobzombie, Bob the God. Thank you again for joining me last minute.
Glad to be here.
It's been a pleasure casting with you. Hope it's not the last, but it is the first. And on the left side for Regen Retro, we've got once again Masama playing the Jaina, Big Bird on the Hanzo, Deltron with Ana, Voltanium playing another rock, and Aaron on the Leoric. Janitor, best skin, best mount. Here we go.
And on the red side, give me the shield. We got Rispa on Orphea. We got Malfurion being played by Zalchio. Johanna being played by Nutster91. Sylvanas being played by Samwise. And Stitches being played by Bashing.
Here we go. We're seeing some new heroes coming out from these teams. We have not seen the Stitches play yet. At least in this series, we have not seen the Sylvanas, so this should be really exciting. And yeah, the Jaina, Hanzo, and Ana, all new heroes.
Oh, you know what you're gonna see? Entomb, Root, Frost Ring, and the Hanzo Dragon's Arrow. That's a thing.
Not the stun ult?
Not the stun ult. I mean, you could. I mean, usually the stun ult, but Entomb Arrow is a real thing, and it's really good.
This is going to hurt.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what they do. Could
Yeah.
be anything. They're both good, but I love Entomb Dragon's Arrow.
Meanwhile, both teams kind of just soaking the lane. Stitches catching some soak up top. Leoric surely can get there in time. He might lose 1-2 minions, but he'll catch most of it. Regen Retro moving off to clear a camp.
top lane. Stitches and Leoric. Battle of Eternity at the top lane. Bottom lane 4v4 moving in.
Uh-oh, a big invade play coming out from Regen Retro. They see it. Nubrock dives in. He's sitting on the point. Jaina dropping a Blizzard. It could be very effective here. Rexpo falling off a low, but he does not go down. Uh-oh. Meanwhile, Masama went a little bit too deep, and he gets punished.
D-Shield capitalizing. The hook comes in. Big Bird gets caught, and he gets melted down. Whew.
It wasn't ABC. Weren't the only people to cancel Sesame Street. Because given the D-Shield says, that show sucks. Get it off the air. Big Bird, see you later.
Did you plan that before?
It was actually, no.
That was fire. That was fire. What are we gonna tell the firemen when they get here? That was fire.
I'm sorry, officers. This is just the D-Shield. Meanwhile, Masama falling off a low. Nubrock moving in to do a little bit of peeling. I think Regen Retro got this. Gains by Casey stepping up for the Regen Retro.
Man, Big Bird on Hanzo. Big Bird's got a Flexivatar. A Flexifor.
Voltanian falling off a low. My gosh, he gets out alive. Ooh, some Rexpa B-steps. That's what I like to see on the Marco Bolo? Is that what it's called? Something like that, right?
What are you talking about?
That mount with the
I don't know the name of the mount.
Barco Polo. That's what it is. Barco Polo, I believe.
Marco Polo. Marco Bolo.
Spam this god and Regen will be clawed. Ooh, a spicy meme coming out from Pig General. Like to see that.
I'm kind of rooting for Regen.
Rexpa looking awful low here. Ooh,
Oh, that's
the
rough.
Hanzo scouting arrow and the Q does just miss
That's
barely.
rough. Regen knows they misplayed that, unfortunately. Like, Regen knows they effed that up a little bit.
Big Bird looking awful strong on that Hanzo. Let's just check on his level 1 talent. He does go for simple geometry. I think has typically been the standard pick. I know there's quite a bit of variation and other builds can work.
Early Jaina camp. Early Jaina bruiser.
Yeah, Jaina bringing a lot of lane clear here. They're going to take out that bruiser, but in the meanwhile, given the D-Shield is getting some nice advantage on this shrine.
Regen can mess around, man. The objectives on this map are so strong. The John Cena's just push. That's the name of a Punisher. John Cena. It's a Carbot.
Everyone knows that meme, Bob. Don't worry.
Hook going in, not effective.
Voltanian looking to take a lot of poke damage. James Blizzard goes out, not very effective here. Aaron with a flank coming in, zoning out Stitches. Meanwhile, Rexpa waiting to chomp the backlines. Uh-oh. Here she comes. Jane is exposed. Big Bird's exposed. A huge chomp.
Really good route separating him. Aaron almost singled out.
31 skulls, though, for giving the D-Shield. They're just looking to pick up this objective at this point. Oh, some big Sylvanas poison damage. Rexpa's on
Reba going in, the double kill. Ooh.
That's a 2-0. Oh! A 2 for nothing in favor of D-Shields. Barco Polo, thank you, Panamona, for the confirmation.
So D-Shield secures the objective. Map looks pretty even till then. Yep. The soul lanes are back.
They've got about a full level lead here. This first John Cena shouldn't do that much. Shouldn't be that strong, although a nice job cutting it behind the lines and burning it down. But with the Sylvanas push, though, that's where this comes into play here. They're able to go very aggressive. Looking for a kill on Leoric Rexpa. And
Aaron eaten. Oh, gets caught by Reba.
Will we see a B-step, I wonder? Maybe not today.
I mean, at this point, they know it's anyone's
Big hook
game.
on Big Bird. Another John Cena stun coming on Voltanian. Ooh, just barely getting out of that route.
First building go down, getting a little wall damage. Everything's bonus at this point. They're good. They got what they wanted. They're out. What's really important to take away here? That's 7 and 9.
That is some serious value for the first Punisher. Typically, it only affords a wall, 2 towers in a wall. But
now, depending how D-Shield plays this, they start hiding and confronting these mercenary camps. They're going to be 10. Next objective. when Regen is not, and that's when it really starts getting scary. That little mid-game
Yeah, absolutely.
mini snowball that can really compound.
The XP changes that came into play earlier in the or late last year definitely made that problem a little bit better. So, but yeah, I think you're still right. We might see D-Shield having a 10 advantage. They are picking their ults: Twilight Dream, Malfurion, Blessed Shield for Johanna.
They should be 10 before.
Here they
next
go,
objective.
pressing their lead. Must getting huge healing from Deltron. Not quite enough. But oh my goodness, the power of Sylvanas, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is. They're going to
Taking
secure
full
another.
advantage.
Nothing in life gets me more excited than periodic catapults.
D-Shield has 10.
Red team has
D-Shield
destroyed a fort.
has 10.
Now they're creeping on this, and they know that. Leoric's soaking. That's the smart thing. Not to panic. Just keep soaking. Once both teams are 10, it's anyone's game, and they know that.
Yep. It's
Actually, Regen's level 10s are scary. Really scary.
That's when they're really going to come online with the Entomb. Probably, we're likely going to see a Ring of Frost, I imagine. There it is, Ring of Frost. He's not afraid. Not backing out and going for the Water Elemental.
So he went with the stun arrow.
Of course, Dragon's Arrow. The
Yeah.
only option for Hanzo. The only choice. He only has one button to press.
And they're going in the mid. Orphea gets cocooned. Arturian feeling it. The Entomb goes in on Ziacha.
Unfortunately, that ring misses. Yacha will fall, though. Rexpa in the back line trying to get some pressure in. Hook does come out from bashing, but it misses. And that's a 1-for-nothing trade, and that's what we like to see from Regen Retro, showing they're still alive. Popping all the ults there. All of them coming out.
Regen for sure has scarier ults. They just do. They got the Engage by Hanzo. They get the Entomb. They got a ring.
And here they go. They're pressuring Samwise. He's gonna... Whoa, my goodness. He just barely gets out alive with the Banshee. Bashing, though, in position is looking kind of scary.
Reba getting hungry. Takes down the Jaina. No problem.
Rexpa does take down Jaina indeed. Big Bird is on the retreat. It's a nice sleep arrow peel stopping that.
Great peel. Stitches popped his ult and he got slept. He would have ran in front and slowed them all down. That was a... Anna just saved her entire team. Deltron, large shout out, saved his entire team. But a little too forward. The hook comes out and it's a miss, but it is close.
Just a little tickle in the bum there. Deltron does get away from that hook.
Little flick to the bick.
And yet again, we're going to see D-Shield
A little pass on that ass.
getting a nice advantage with this second objective here.
Ultron. Scouting, bashing a little overextended. They know it, and he gets the
Oh,
Entomb,
boy, this
and the
is
team
huge.
is on him.
But he's getting big healing coming out. Meanwhile, the Pleasant Shield and the
Turned around,
Twilight
two
Dream
clumps.
Rex, but 2 fall. That was looking so good for Regen.
D-Shield.
Oh, but a big Jaina.
Hungry, chasing, gets
Oh,
caught.
and a nice
The ring
ring.
goes down.
Looking for those Qs. Anna, meanwhile, doing the healing. Big Bird, kind of at a risk here. Hooked into the root. Deltron with the saves, but the Winions secure that kill. And it looks like D-Shield is going to be picking up this Punisher in the bottom lane. Which, there's no fort to stop it, so we might see a keep here.
Yeah, for sure. They knew what they were doing. This wasn't an accident. They knew what they were doing.
That was
They got the bottom keep early with the Sylvanas. They knew what they were doing, for sure. And now here we are, 10 minutes in. They have 13. Punisher's pushing straight into a keep. They know what they're doing.
That Entomb looks so good on Lyric. He fell awful low, but his level 1 talent with the Patchwork Creation increases his healing received. And there must have been some big Malfurion Moonfires coming out to keep him alive, because that was a lot of damage he lived through.
This, man, no 13s yet by Regen. This is iffy.
Punisher's on the wall. The mini wall's down. They can run through it. They've got Sylvanas to disable the structure. What are they going to do with this D-Shield? We're going to see a keep here. Punisher's about half health. Here comes Leoric and Stitches. Oh, frozen Punisher. Gonna be securing a kill. Another rock will fall.
A new melted. Lockdown and kill. Sylvanas shutting it down. The fort.
Yeah, the power of Sylvanas.
They've been here before. Are they going to push? Last time they were here, they left.
Huge
They're going.
feast.
They're going.
Oh my goodness, are we going to see a keep here, or a core here this early? They're looking for Deltron. Damage is starting to go on the core. Shields are almost out. Another rock does spawn up. Cocoon is available. 90%, 86%. I think this might be GG here.
I think it is.
Titanium falling awful low. He does everything he can.
They need a miracle. They need a miracle.
Leoric's online. He does have Entomb.
But God ain't listening.
Jane is here. Here's the Entomb.
This is it. This is the turnaround. They have to go
Blizzard,
for it.
Ring
They
of
know it.
Frost, Nutster falls. Voltanian going in. Massimo getting killed in the back by Rexpa.
Rexpa very overextended. Getting slowed down. Getting stunned.
Leoric
Getting
is
targeted.
here. Drain. Oh. Heals coming out though. Just be a 1-for-1 trade at the moment. Oh, Hanzo! Big Bird sniped. Voltanian still going. Little split focus here. Big Bird meanwhile getting
Zaccio
1v1'd.
with those giant clangers. Oh. Zaccio, no mana.
Zaccio's
Limping
on a
away.
retreat. He's screaming for Tyrande, but you banned her. Oh,
Getting targeted.
huge
Samwise
whiff.
knows what he's doing.
You hate to see that Dragon Arrow thread the needle. There's a field goal situation right there. How about that?
D-Shield, no mana anywhere. D-Shield has to go, and they know it.
They got the core to 30%. The keep is exposed. The backdoor is real. It can happen at any moment. We've seen Regen in a rough spot before, but not like this.
Nah, the first game was pretty close to this.
First
But
game, yeah.
the first game changed over one throw pit on the boss.
Yep.
And right now, there's no boss throw pit. Except for the objective itself. Now, luckily, the top lane is the next one. But
Yep.
still, if Regen gets wiped at any point, it's over. And they know that. There's 30% core with the shield is going to get melted.
They have a little bit of time. The death timers still quite aren't up to that full 60 seconds yet. But it is a fortunate scenario that this this objective is going to be in the top lane. They do have this keep to slow it down.
Power gathers within the shrine. It will be made to serve.
There it is. Pushing the top of Sylvanas. They're trying to get that Moonwell quick.
Yeah, the Sylvanas it looks to be very effective.
You're going to
here.
see him go for this Moonwell. They want to get the Moonwell ASAP so they don't have to do an objective, which is really smart.
Johanna doing a nice job anchoring.
They got the Moonwell.
Moonwell is secured. They have those two, and it looks like they might be going for the full fort here.
Regen's getting 16. They'll get 16 clearing out these minions. And I don't want to say they're forced to engage, but they kind of feel like a Jaina getting hooked.
So
Out!
he was
Massima
hooked.
out!
Dropping the ring. Twilight Dream coming out. No players have fallen quite yet. Aaron falling awful low. Orphea does secure that.
Aaron drops. Ultron
Meanwhile,
drops.
Samwise coming down from the bottom of the flank.
Three drop for
nothing.
Regen.
They're going to be taking this fort. They're going to be taking the objective. Actually, hold up. This is a smart move here. They don't need to. There's no reason to start the shrine, and they can just kill the structures themselves.
Sylvanas.
It's the power of Sylvanas shutting down those towers.
They'll at least use that cooldown. Get the most out of it.
Aaron will be spawning soon here. Spooky Ghost, maybe scare him away. Oop.
Big hook from the void.
Hook from the void,
Oh
bashing.
my gosh.
With that fishing hook and the flirty cloud mount that Bob probably hasn't seen yet. Now in the game.
Yeah, I have that one.
I don't think you do.
I do.
Pretty sure you don't.
I do.
But here we go yet again. We're seeing Gimmie the D shield with a nice advantage being here first.
They took the risk taking that down, but because now they can lose this
Wouldn't count
objective.
Regen Retro. Leoric's moving in. He's looking for a big entomb here.
Regen knows this is it, and Aaron is going in.
Uh-oh. Meanwhile, Deltron getting hooked. That's quite devastating. Johanna clumping them up.
Deltron taken down. Ultron in the middle. Ring drops. No effect with the ring. Zaccio getting rooted. Drops the silence. Mazmia going down low, but pops Ice Block. Nutster focuses him, takes him down. Meanwhile, bashing low health gets taken out.
Jaina as well.
Jaina drops.
3 for 4 for 2 situation in favor of give him the D shield. Oh my god, it's a full team wipe. Ace.
Unbelievable.
Meanwhile, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. These catapults are going to be surely taking out the core.
It's done.
And there it is, just like that.
It's done.
They had to try something. That last desperate team fight.
GG on both teams. Both teams, GG. Great series.
And there it is. The
Great
core
series.
does explode.
Real quick, where do you think Regen went wrong there? The draft or more the execution? I think you go ahead first. I got my theory.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like the Sylvanas. It definitely wasn't all the Sylvanas, but since D Shield had that advantage there, they could really just snowball it with Sylvanas's trade value.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing.
So it looks like they were trying something new with the Hanzo, the Ana, and the Jaina, but
The level 10s, the early level 10s, Regen really messed up some early game picks, and D Shield was able to out-soak them quite a bit. And then with the Sylvanas, intentional Sylvanas pushes, it just took off pretty hard.
yeah, and let's see if we can't get a member from Gimmie the D Shield in here for an interview as they take a crazy 2-1 series.
That was good. I'm glad I got to see that. I'm glad that was the game I casted. That was really good. That was a really good series.
So let's see here. Yeah, and thank you guys for joining us. We're going to do a quick interview here. And I hope you guys had a good time watching us. We do appreciate all the support here. Hopefully, did an okay job casting these Div A teams. I had a ton of fun either way. Join my best friend Bob right over here.
I can't believe Regen lost. D Shield's obviously really good, but Regen's individual skill, like their micro team fighting, was so good.
Okay, so we will be getting Zelcho and Bashing will join us for the interview.
Oh man, giant balls.
So Bob,
Tank.
prepare your questions if you have any.
Hello?
That was such a good series.
Hey guys, how's it going?
What up, dude?
Pretty good. How's it going?
So wow, what a crazy series that we just witnessed. It was a pleasure to cast. How are you guys feeling right now?
Pretty
Not
good. Dude.
tilted.
I got some, what you call it? Some cookies. Freshly baked, like 4 hours ago. Snickerdoodles, actually. They're amazing.
So just lamping out, eating a cookie, freshly warm and moist cookie.
Oh, dude, they are so moist. You have no idea.
He has to have cookies, otherwise he doesn't play well.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, like talk us through what was going through your mind in that first game after Regen Retro actually brought things back. That was I guess everything kind of went down on that boss, the throw pit there in the bottom lane.
I was omega lolling in chat super hard. I missed the first game.
So we get a call from Rexpo to switch. I was on Arthas and I got told, hey, switch with Nut over here because he was on Joe and he was low health. And I instead decided, I'm gonna go engage and try to slow down the Nubarak and their solo laner, which was a horrible idea. And then that fight just devolved into a bad fight.
Into omega lol.
Yeah, it seemed like when they actually stole that boss, they were down, I think, 1 or maybe 2 players. So it was definitely like a unexpected moment.
Yeah, that's what happened when you don't listen to a call.
But yeah, shout outs to you guys in that game. That game 2 was also crazy to watch on Towers of Doom. Bob, anything stand out from that series?
Yeah. So I noticed you guys banned Tyrande twice the last 2 games. Were you really feeling the pressure from that first game from their Tyrande?
No, I wasn't there for the first game, so I just didn't want him to have a pick comp. That was it.
Interesting.
The Tyrande stun and all of that, and all the healing that you get off of that pick potential, you can just heal through any damage, any counter engage. So it
just didn't want to deal with minus 15 armor.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And then as far as the Abathur ban, is that just like one of your standard things, or you just straight up hate playing against them?
Abathur was the most overpowered hero prior to Blizzard being like, Omega lol, let's cancel HCC, right? So Abathur was starting to get played on almost every map by any like professional team. And then all of a sudden they cancel HCC, and then Blizzard's like, Omega lol, let's completely buff Abathur, not once, but twice, for absolutely no reason when he should have been nerfed into the dirt.
Are you triggered?
Dude, I am so triggered by those buffs.
Maybe take another little bite of that cookie there, that snickerdoodle to calm you down. But yeah,
no, dude, no,
fair
there's
enough
no
on the
calming
Abathur
down the
bans.
rage inside for Abathur buffs. Like
he is
my
very
God.
busted right now.
And then yeah, we did see that Garrosh Medivh strategy. I liked how you guys responded with perhaps not intentionally, but having the Junkrat concussive mines and the Lucio boop, but it wasn't.
Oh, that was completely intentional. Completely intentional.
Yeah, I definitely like seeing that picked up. Junkrat's one of my personal favorites, and a nice way to counter that Medivh portal.
Yeah, I didn't respect the unstoppable.
I was gonna say Garrosh did a really good job of. He actually did it once where he unstoppable preemptively and did not allow me to follow up with stuns or anything like that to try to heal. So
yeah, their Garrosh play was definitely on point. So yeah, and I guess a little bit of background. How long have you guys been playing as a team together?
With the current roster,
about a week, 2 weeks.
I don't know. Our roster keeps changing. Well,
7
we
games,
started
I
last
guess?
season in Div C, and then we lost 2 players, and we picked up Z and Rexpa.
we're like butt buddies, me and Rexpa. Like he hates
they're
me,
so
but I love
close.
him. You know what I mean? It's like he hates to love me, and I love hating him.
That's I'm also playing an NGS myself, all the way down in Div E. But I've been with my team for about 2 seasons now. But it's fun just to get to know the players, see some familiar faces, and yeah. So I guess that's all the questions I have. So I guess I'll leave it to you guys to do any shout outs before you go celebrate. Maybe have some cookies or something.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my cookies because they were amazing. I'm gonna give a shout out to my girlfriend's grandmother for giving us an amazing cactus with a beautiful flower. It kind of added to the environment in the room. Kind of gave me a zen feeling coming in this game.
A little feng shui boost, okay.
Yeah. And I'm gonna give a shout out to the number 69. It always puts a smile on my face. You guys got anything?
Nut.
Shout out to the team, especially Panda for stepping up as a sub today, and our other sub, Butte Holiday, who is always watching our games and stuff, even when she doesn't get to play.
Absolutely important to have those subs.
Yep.
I guess my turn. I guess shout out to Panda for dealing with our shenanigans. B, and obviously like again Panda for being subs and stepping up when we need them. I give a shout out to Rachel the nurse. I'm feeling sick. Can you come over, please?
All
right.
Woo! Cheeky shout out.
Whoa.
She's a nice lady. I like her.
You guys want to know what she calls him?
Don't do it.
Daddy.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much. Congratulations. That was a pleasure to cast and watch. I had a ton
Great
of
series.
fun.
Awesome games to watch.
It's fun.
Yeah, we'll leave you guys to go celebrate, but thank you once again.
Thank you.
All right. Later.
Bye.
Take care.
See ya. Thanks.
Woo! Wow, was that what a night. What a night, yeah.
What a night. That was incredible.
I've casted about four matches or so, and I think they've all been dominations. So it was definitely cool to see it go to a game 3 and 2 very capable and skilled players. But before we go here, let's see if there's any other NGS streamers online that we can raid.